Your love for the arts. Thank you. Thank you for Anthony School. Now it's Castle Hills. Thank you very much. We want to welcome you once again, Green Earth Poets Cafe's Her Story, Not History, an all-woman performance of spoken word, open mic poetry. Hi, Sandra. We want to give you an idea what our mission is so that you know what you're involved with. Okay. Green Earth Poets Cafe, we exist to promote literacy, self-confidence, communication and community, and educational development among young people in economically challenged areas of New York City through the performing arts. We assist in the development of creative writers and inspire, encourage, and empower youth to discover their voice and to express this voice poetically. So our organization right now is in the midst of a fundraising drive because we have two programs that we're embarking upon. One program is called Our Youth Are Slamming. So I thank you guys for coming out to support us because the funds that we generate are going to be used to pay our professionals as we commence with these programs. Our Youth Are Slamming is a literacy program. Just imagine, kids 12 and 13-year-olds, they pour their guts onto paper in verse. They spend weeks furiously writing, revising, and coaching each other, and revising again. When they're done, they stand alone in front of their peers and recite poetry, using voice and gesture to bring their words to life. This may sound like an English teacher's pipe dream, but it is becoming a common experience in classrooms across the country. In lower income neighborhoods in cities like New York and Chicago, students are competing with words and then settling in for discussions of metaphor, assonance, consonance, and allusion. So that's what Our Youth Are Slamming is. We go into schools, after schools, we take our poets and other professionals to teach creative writing, public speaking, and basically we develop self-confidence in our kids and increase their reading and understanding capability. Does anyone like poetry that's here?
Yeah.
Let me hear you. You can snap your fingers. You can clap your hands. You can say, oh yeah. All right. Now we have another program that we're going to be rolling out in June. And thanks to some dedicated people who've already expressed an interest in doing this, this is called No More Silent Voices. See, Green Earth Poets Cafe intends to go into the prison system to hold creative writing workshops with incarcerated individuals. We want to help these individuals who are there for, one reason or another, get in touch with the reasons why they're there, help them learn to express themselves, and to be instruments of healing. So, No More Silent Voices is a creative writing workshop, poetry workshop, accessible to young people who are incarcerated or detained. In these workshops, young people learn new tools for coping with stress, moving past trauma, and learning to take responsibility for their actions and their emotions. See, No More Silent Voices seeks to establish a productive forum for self-expression for teens and young adults in the alternative and transitional environments where our workshops will also take place. So that's what your money is going to be used for, to support the artists as we go into these environments to help our young people. So give yourselves a round of applause, please. Thank you. We thank you. We have a wonderful show for you tonight. However, I promised the lady we have partners in Our Youth Are Slamming. We're doing partnerships with people around the world. We're trying to get the funding to do video conferencing. And one of our partners, believe it or not, is in Namibia, Africa. I read to you at the last event, I read to you a poem from one of those partners. His name was Nessie Shinawafini. And today I have another poem from a young lady who named Petrine Hango. She's from Windhoek, Namibia also. I said, look, we're doing a her story, all-woman performance, and I would love to read anything that you want to write. So I will share, I promise you. And this video, Petrine, is coming to you from USA, Brooklyn, USA. Please, people, give this lady a round of applause. Petrine Hango, this is for you. I promised you I would do this. So I'm going to read to you her poem, but before I do, Petrine Hango is a 25-year-old part-time poet based in Windhoek, Namibia. She is also a photographer. She writes in her mother tongue, Ashiwambo, and English, of course. One of her favorite poems that she wrote, she performed, and was published is called Arise, Africa, Arise. In her free time, she enjoys working on community projects such as girl empowerment and education. Besides photos and poetry, Petrine is a full-time lawyer. In 2012, she graduated with a Bachelor's of Laws degree. I promised her I would read her poem in honor of Women's History Month. This is a poem called Women of the Desert by Petrine Madhuihina. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Petrine. I'm sorry if I messed it up. Hango. It goes like this. Women of the dry savannah, women of Katatura, women of the Namib Desert, women of Klein Windhoek, O daughters and mothers of Namibia, fly high in the wilderness, fly high like an eagle, women of the bright sunlight, women of the blue skies, women of the green Omusati tree, I'm messing this up, women of the Atlantic coast, women of the Naira tree. The enemy has been defeated. No more molestation of your temple. Again. No more molestation of your soul. Again. You are called by the Most High God. No more molestation of your mind. Again. No more molestation of your soul. Again. Women of the Ruacana Falls. Women of Caprivi. Women of Kavango River. Women of Omaheki. Women of Wowichia, women of Oshanas, you are the chosen bride. No more molestation of your emotions. Again, no more molestation your heart. Again, O daughters of motherland, you are crying out your lungs. You are in great pain. You are screaming out loud. You are going to gain. You are free, free at last. Cry tears of joy, sing songs of praise, feel moments of peace, listen to the voice of the Spirit. Speak words of life, walk in the Spirit. Embrace your beauty, O daughters of Zion, O daughters and mothers of motherland, O precious diamond, O precious jewel of the Orange River, O women of freedom land. Celebrate the freedom of sisterhood, O women of the Namib Desert. Celebrate the freedom of womanhood. Thank you, Petrine. Thank you. Now, as we begin, our first act is Pure Onyx Movement. I'm going to ask one of the founders, my dear Gia, to come and introduce her group. And Samira.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we're bringing some youth on stage, so they need to know that you guys got their backs. So my name is Gia, and this is Samara. And we are co-founders of Pure Onyx Movement, along with Angela Sagala, who's on her way. Pure Onyx Movement is a company, a belly dance company that started 3 years ago. Right now we have 31 members, all performing from the age of 3 to 61. So the first piece you're gonna see is something called Diamonds Are Forever. And it was actually choreographed by the mentors. Each of the youth have a mentor. So the youth and the mentor, these lights are blinding. The youth and the mentors actually choreographed this piece, and part of the mentorship program for them, they had to learn how to design and actually make their own costumes and cook, as well as a bunch of other things. So the costumes they're wearing tonight are costumes that they made themselves. We did it overnight, so they made their own costumes. So Please give them a warm round of applause. Pure Onyx Movement Diamonds. These are our diamonds. Ages 15 to 18.